Hi, and welcome back to I Love the Library. My name is Eliza Gores, and I am the Youth Services Librarian here at the Detroit Lakes Public Library. Now, I know we all go through some tough times, and sometimes reading books can really help with that. So the books that I'm going to be recommending today are books and characters who are going through a really rough time in their life. They might be struggling with family, with friends, just the things going on in their life, whether it's school or other things. And even when times seem incredibly tough and they are struggling, they are able to find that little bitty seed of magic within themselves to be able to push through and keep going. So the first book I'm going to be talking about today is called The Witch's Apprentice by James Nichol. This is a fantasy series about a young witch named Arwen, and she has unfortunately just failed her witch's assessment. Now this means instead of moving on, getting that witch certificate and going out and doing great things out in the world, she is still being considered an apprentice, and to her utter shame, she is being shipped off to a small, tiny little town far away on the edge of this big black wood called the little town of Lull. And as you can imagine, it is quite boring there. A lot of the people there don't need her help. They are looking down on her because she's still a witch's apprentice, but she finds that little bitty piece of magic within her to keep going. She manages to make friends, find the little bits of magic that she can do well, and as little by little, she is able to help the townspeople in their biggest time of need and help herself with her self-confidence as it grows into a blossoming bud. The next book I'm going to be talking about is by one of my favorite authors from when I was a young girl, named Gail Carson Levine. She wrote a book called Ella Enchanted, which I won't get into, but it's based on a bunch of fairy tales and a lot of different things. This is a prequel book that she wrote called Ogre Enchanted. And in here we have a young girl named Evie who doesn't like the affection that her best friend Wormy has given to her. He has confessed his feelings and she says, no, I'm not interested. I'm much too young to fall in love. That's not happening. Unfortunately, a fairy godmother with the greatest of intentions overhears and decides that what Evie needs is a little bit of magic to help her love life along. So she turns Evie into an ogre. So now, to break her curse, Evie has to find somebody who's able to look past her ugly appearance as an ogre to find the true little bit of Evie inside and truly fall in love and propose to her to break her curse. Instead, Evie's like, all right, let's go out into the world, let's figure out what I can do and find somebody who's gonna love me just the way I am no matter what. So this is a great adventure talking about how it doesn't matter what you look like on the outside, it's what's on the inside that counts. And along the way, Evie definitely manages to find that little bitty seed of magic within herself to find that she does love herself, how she is, even when her outward appearance is not what she really wants. Next, I have a brand new book to our collection, as you can tell by the orange sticker on the spine. It's called The Glass Witch. Now, a lot of people might be thinking that witchcraft and wishes can get pretty tricky, and that's absolutely true. In The Glass Witch, we have a young girl who is a little bit bigger than what most people would consider to be good, and her family comes from magic, and all she wants to do is just become a great witch just like her grandma and her mom and her aunt. So when she ends up going back, she finds out about this little bitty curse in her hometown, where there can't be more than 3 witches from her family in the same area at the same time. So when she comes along, that makes 4. So now when she goes back to visit her grandmother and accidentally ends up in the same place as her grandma, her aunt, her mom, and herself, the curse is enacted, and now a big shadowy beast is on her way to come and hunt the witches. Feeling like it's absolutely all of her fault, her entire world is crumbling down around her, she ends up finding a little bit of magic inside with the help of a newfound friend to be able to get the self-confidence to be able to break that magic curse, and at the end of the day, her friends and her family are the true magic that she finds. The next two series are graphic novels that we have at the library. One is Light Fall. This is a fantasy series about a young girl who ends up going on this great adventure because she has a piece of the sun that is being stolen by a great shadow beast. And she just doesn't have the self-confidence to continue moving forward until she finds her friends and family who are able to give her that little bitty push. Now, while all of these series have been fantasy so far, I did want to include one that is about everyday life. This is a book called Crunch, and it's about a young girl named Olive who is feeling the pressure of all of the different activities that she really wants to do. Be a Berry Scout, put on a film, learn how to play guitar, still be part of the student council. All of that time comes together, and now she's in crunch time where she has to figure out all the time to make all of her projects happen, as well as being able to continue to still be a true friend. And even though she has all of these different things happening around her and she's really struggling, she's able to find that little bitty spark of magic within herself, with her self-confidence, to figure out exactly how she's able to get everything done and decide exactly what she wants to do. All of these books are found here at the Detroit Lakes Public Library. I hope you are able to come and enjoy them, and after you read them, you'll be able to find the little piece of magic in yourself to keep going and keep doing what you do best, being yourself. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you the next time you come and visit me here at the library. Bye!